All right, welcome or welcome back, everyone. This is where we're at on the beginning of day 3 of our build. I think I might have, my shrub isn't, I think it's supposed to be a little more linear, but everything is sticking together pretty good. I'm pleased with the whole acrylic sheet method I sort of adopted now. Like I say, the lantern, I think, even though I didn't follow the strict instructions, I think that looks more like a lantern. That's about as good as I'm going to make a lantern anyway. Like I say, all our little doodads staying together, I think look pretty good. Looking forward to seeing how we go. Should make another little more fair amount of progress again today. I'm optimistic about it anyway. If you're new here, this is what I do. I buy sets like this, or similar, and sometimes more mechanical sets, and build them in real time, step by step, so you can see all my successes and failures and how I fix my failures, hopefully. And we're going to get going again on the next step right now. So be right back with that. Okay, starting off with our fireplace, maybe oven, I'm not real sure. You do get some cotton after a while. I'm not sure that's going to be the right consistency, but we'll start there. But basically, first step is actually put my specs on because I didn't do that yet. Okay, get my straight edge here and make some bends. So you and then the top, or that may be the bottom. I'm not even sure. Got those. I'm supposed to get sort of this general shape. So that's good. Let's see here. Get my paper in here to do some gluing. I have been using the super glue on these steps, but I think I'm going to try the B7000 to see how it works on this. My intention is to glue it in place here and then wrap it around after the fact, because we've also got to put, it's got supports, basically legs off of this thing is what's to help it keep shape. So I'm thinking that's what I'm going to try. But we'll see how this works. I think this will give me a little more flexibility, and you'll give a little more time to get things adjusted just right. So, and I've got to be getting close to the end of this stuff. It was only a little sample pack. You would think it'd be about over with. Okay, let's put a few dots all around here. And drop you in there. Oh, that's not where you go. Oh. Over here. I think I've still got enough glue left on there. Let's give it a little bit of structure. Move that range. Okay. Now, I think the real trick, well, it's going to be trying to wipe this excess off here, which that cleaned off pretty easily. That's good. Make sure I go one way on it, don't crinkle it up. Make sure you don't destroy your bins either. Okay, so I think stick with the old B7000. Just try and run a bead down the edge here, which I think this stuff will allow me to do. Okay. Just ease you in there. Okay, this may be where I need the super glue. Okay, it's starting to stick now. Okay. Nope, it didn't. Okay, maybe if I hold it down while I put the glue on the other side, it will give it long enough to bond. Okay, let's see if I can. Bead over here. Okay, now I can hold both sides while I do one more bead. Back. Line everybody up and hold them for a few seconds. Okay, that seems to be being fairly cooperative so far. Just back in place. Okay. So now we're supposed to put these guys into each of the corners there. Obviously the most important one is this loose one here. That's trying to escape the glue. Maybe I need to give this a few minutes. And that's the side, this is the side that I should have glued some on that top front fold too, but I didn't think of it at the time. Okay. So. Alright, let's see. Let's see if I can just run a bead into the corner and then put the support in there. Let's see if that works. Okay. Bead there. And just sort of ease you down into place, I hope. I do not know why I've got gnats in this room so bad. Okay. Appears to be hanging on. Let's try that two more times and then figure out something different on that last one with the seam. I do want to hit a little bit on the wood down there too. Is that? Yeah. Okay. Say onto the wood and down through the corner. Didn't get as much consistency on that one, but I think it'll still be okay. Okay. And why not try to see if I can sort of onto both sides a little bit. See if I can line it up this way. And this is going to be the back door too, so it should be alright, I think. Whoops. Okay, so get that guy. I think that's going to be against the back wall anyway, so it's probably not a huge issue to make that corner perfect, but I want to get fairly close. That seems to be pretty okay. Okay. And we're supposed to be, set that aside and let it do its thing for a moment while we get our first LED out. Maybe. There it goes. Okay. Alright, and I think I forgot to get my lighter out. So I think it's right here. Yeah, there it is. Got my torch. Is it torching? It's torching. Cool. Find something that's not going to set on fire while. Okay, and take our heat shrink. And run you. This has to go. Up to about there. So let's see here. We can put it on. Okay. Pretty good heat shrink. It went right into shape. Minimal singeing on the wires. Don't think it went through. No, it did not. Alright. Set you back over there on the ceramic plate so it doesn't. That thing does get hot pretty quick. And I say I'm going to let the glue dry on the first part of our fireplace before I do any real construction on it, which is, we're supposed to put the LED on it and this stuff goes on top. See if I can. This is evidently supposed to represent steam or something coming off our cooking of our magic ball. So that just gonna go in there. I'm thinking I'm gonna try and put it sideways. Nope, too high. That's still. It's like it is just a bead, so it's got the hole through the middle. So, but I think I'm gonna try and hit with that way, so it's all rhinestones or whatever you want to call those things showing. So to do that, let's just plop in a little dab of B7000 in the bottom of our bowl. That's because basically I'd like to use up the sample thing so I can move on to the. I bought some more of it before I knew I had this coming in the kit. Okay, so then get you in that. Ooh, actually, I think this is supposed to go in first. I may have used too much cotton. I thought I wasn't going to use enough. I may need something. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to do it like that and have this little thing sort of in the front of our, like so. It sort of shows it in the middle of it all, but I want to be able to see all the rhinestones and whatnot. I'm not sure what the hole is for there. There's a hole on both sides. Yes, I'm gonna pin this sideways. Oops. Okay. Yeah, now I think I'll switch over to the old Aliens Turbo Tacky. Just put me see if I can get a drop flow in there. You top of everything. Alright. Yeah, that does make sense that would cause a little walk looking thing to tilt over, but I think that'll still, I think it's going to get the effect we want. So I'm going to set you aside to dry as well. And I want to give that a little more drying time with the oven or stove or whatever that is. So let's build it's like it's supposed to be like a flower box or something. And I think I am going to go to the old Gorilla Super Glue for this. Easier said than done. Gorilla Super Glue for this one. Hold everything together. Doesn't look like. I guess we will have to cut our little sponge dealio here down. 'Cause I thought it was going to be just drop straight in, but it's obviously a lot bigger than the base. But okay, so basically, what we're doing. Let's check and see. Yeah. Okay. So basically, this one is going to be the longer side. Yeah. So this goes that edge, and then onto there. Okay. I got a plan formulating now. I think will work. I'm going to use B7000, put these two together, then I'm going to use a super glue to put the base on. That way I'll have some flexibility in that corner that I wouldn't get if I use a super glue on it. So this may or may not work, but I think it's worth a try. So that onto here. Their details both on the outside. And then I'll get this to be a straight edge, or flat piece. That now I'll take my super glue. I like this stuff just because it has this brush in it. This makes it so much easier for me to apply super glue. One hit there, and let's coat both sides. And you go. Okay. I didn't think I was going to need my square box, but I guess I will. Okay. It's in place. Okay, that'll work. Now just okay, got some excess on the bottom evidently. Let's take that off. That one off. And I'm out of time. I didn't realize it already took 20 minutes to do this. I guess time flies when you're having fun. Okay, so then just down that edge and this edge. This guy in there and there. Nope, move it straight. Pressure. Oop. That's the side. Okay, this side did the other glue on, so it should be alright. Okay. Now, this one should, in theory, be the easiest because it's just going to drop pressure. You can put pressure straight down on all three sides. So, go stick with the super glue. I don't even think I'm going to worry about doing solid coats. Just want to make sure I get enough everywhere. It's going to stick. And drop you in. Okay. Got us I guess a flower box. And that one is still should have rigidified that up, I thought. Okay, there it goes. Glue hadn't set up there on that one I pushed in there. Okay. We got this little box. So now just to trim this up to slide down in there. So let's see here. Let's take my big scissors. Looks like about here. That can be just a shade more. Okay, so that fits in that way. Now, I think I got a little crooked on that one, so alright. That went in much easier than I thought it was going to. Got some extra fill pieces if I need them for something. That's the kind of stuff I'll save for future uses because that's just, every now and then they come in handy. Just gotta remember you got them. Okay, now I think looks like we're just supposed to sort of sprinkle our red powder dust stuff over there. I'm not sure. Gotta want a little glue on there, don't you? Let's see. I got some. I can reach it here. Yeah. Nothing fancy, just the old regular white school glue. That'll be good for what you need here. It dries pretty clear and it should flow through the holes here. So let's just put a little sort of, so I'm going to spread it around generously. Let it flow in. Hopefully, sort of. Still miss the edges. Okay. I'm just going to nip corner off here, I think. I hope this works like I'm planning on it to. yeah, and I think once that dries up, that'll look pretty okay. And set you back. Yeah, I find that acceptable. If I need it, I can add extra red stuff later if I decide to need more around the edges. But see how it looks after it dries, and we'll go from there. All right, so I'll set you up there. All right, 20. Okay, so let me get her. And now back to a couple of 3 books. And I gotta say, looking at this one under magnification, I believe it's the Necronomicon. Isn't that the Ash Williams book? Right. I found once you get them creased, it doesn't matter which way they're going, they'll follow the creases. And I think this is, looks like it's got actually given space for a binding in the middle of this one, so I think that's different from any of the ones I've ever done before, so let's use that. Okay. Flip and flop and roll you around. Okay. Alright, that went pretty quick. Cool. This is the one I'm worried about really making. These two aren't. These are, pretty standard, I think. I'm just going to run a bead of glue down the end here, down our book binding, just like real life. How about get it to, you trust me, it's there. And sort of squish you in, and ooh, I guess I should have put some over here too. I don't think it reached it. Doesn't look like it. I need a little more in there. And a little on that side too. Okay. Now, get my clamp, my rounder clip out, and just sort of hold them together like so. Let's see, it looks like maybe a gap there, but hopefully there's enough glue in there to hold it together. So we'll find out in a minute or two. Do this other one and we'll figure it out. Same deal here. More creases. Plop, roll you around. Get a little, I think this is a little crooked, so let me see if I can just shave that off. Easier than trying to refold it. Yeah. Okay, so just like before, a little generous dollop down the binding, a couple over here, and less generous on the back cover. Roll you around, stick you together. and clamp it down. And I think that'll end up being okay. And let me do a quick stop start before I start on our next one. Like I say, it's a little more challenging endeavor, I believe. So it's going to take more than the 50 seconds I've got left on this section of recording. Okay. Let's see here. Basically, what I'm reading or seeing here, let me get my... Okay, so obviously that's our cover. It's supposedly bound in human flesh, it looks like. Okay, I think... Okay, that one's fairly blank. Got some, like I say, we got some that are running away from me. Fairly blank. We got some, writing, ornate stuff. Let's see what all we got difference here. That's for the out of the. So looks like it's supposed to be okay. Let's see. 2 blank pages. Beginning and end. And these guys. Let's see. This. Okay. Oh, okay. So this is. I think it's this one. It's supposed to be the middle. It's supposed to be splayed open with this page sort of showing, the others sort of not as integral. Okay. Okay. I think I'm starting to see what they're. I think I'm picking up what they're putting down. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And that in the middle. Okay. Let's see here. I thought I trimmed all these really tight. I didn't, that one. Okay. So it bends the white on the outside, evidently. So I'm just bending these guys in half. Okay, white on the outside, white on the inside. So we're making we're sleeving these together. Okay. These are supposed to go in together like that to make the parchment look on both sides. Okay. I'm totally not picking up what they're putting down. Okay, then. Okay, but and this one, I guess it'll be sort of a functional book when it's said and done. And then this one's outside. So these two likewise go together to make pages. And we'll glue them, like I say, as a unit in a second. Then this is the outside of that one. Okay. It took me a second to wrap my head around what they were doing here. Okay. And then another sort of blank pages on the end. Okay. So 1, that side. Parchment side. Okay. We're in there. Okay, now got a little bit more showing on that end edge too. Okay, so we are doing it with this going up, so it's okay. But back to business. I'm gonna stick with the OB7000 because it just tiny pieces make this little nozzle on this thing makes it easier to deal with them. Okay, so just do, I think, a couple of 3 drops on either side. Pop you down. I'll line them up best I can. Okay, when you fold them, they become unaligned. Every time, so I guess they're just going to have a little white trim on the edge of it. Still got the string going crazy with this stuff. I guess old school demonic text or whatever this is supposed to represent would have some frayed edges. Okay. Now, I probably now we're supposed to put our blank pages on the outside. There, sort of decorative pages in the middle, and then this one's supposed to be the middle of the book, sort of presenting, opened up to this page. So we'll view like that. I think it's sort of, you just sort of set it in there. I think like this is the way they're showing it in the middle. Okay. Get some of this glue off my fingers, maybe. Some scraps out of the way. Okay, so to start over here, just do a few dots there. drop you in about like so. I've got the center still showing. Then we're supposed to be, no, it does go on top of the this next one. Like, then I'm eventually gonna remember those tweezers that got glue on them and they stick to everything. But not today. Okay, let's try this instead. Try to hold it down. I'm thinking I just want to put this one goes, like I say, right down the middle into that little valley. We got all those. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Let me. This looks much better from this angle. So let me show you. I can get it up without destroying it. Yeah, we got the sort of, like I said, the open Necronomicon. With all the pages showing. Yeah, I like that. That's a pretty cool effect. Okay, and sort of set you aside to dry next to our flower box. And I guess it's time to get back over to work on that oven, stove, whatever it turns out to be. Seems like everything's in place. So this and that. Okay. Now, there's the front. So we're supposed to run the wire through a hole back there. I think I can do them both at once. Yeah, sort of. Not much showing there. This seems to be fairly agreeable. Let's see. Okay, I got one. I'll do one at a time then. You get them started one at a time. Let's see it there. Just get a hold of it. Get it. I guess I didn't make that hole quite big enough. Okay, so let's widen the hole a bit. Okay, that should be ample. Through. And there it goes. I knew it would eventually cooperate with us. And this is supposed to. It says to glue it in place right there. Seems. Yeah, that's about how it shows it. Sort of right. It's going to be right behind this thing, so it will be lighting that fire up, and I think some light will come out through the top. But let's see. I wanna. Yeah. I'm trying to decide if I want to bother. Yeah, I'll go ahead and throw some glue in there. I've got the. I don't think it'll have time to sit. don't think I'm going to make y'all watch me have this stuff set to sort of in the wires there. Spin them around a little bit, spread the glue out. And I'm going to give this a few minutes to set up, and I'll be right back and we'll do that, and that'll wrap us up for today, I think. Get our whatever our bowl of magic that we're cooking there is going, and we'll finish up and take a quick, that'll give us a chance for that other stuff to see if I need to pour more red flowers or whatever into our flower box, and yeah, we'll go from there. So I'll be right back. Okay, I admit after about 15 seconds of that, I broke down and put the Bondic in there. So on the bottom side anyway, so the glue's at the top and the Bondic's on the bottom. And those guys are not, that's not going to cooperate with me. Let's see here. I'll put this up. Comes around there. Alright. It's still not working. Okay. I got it fairly stabilized. Now I will stick in with the old B7000. Run me bead, hopefully around the edge here. And drop our little walk on there. Okay. We got that situation going. And I think our flower bed's gonna look okay like that. I might go back and put some more in at another later date, but everything, they're mostly staying in place. I had one little guy escape. There's our open book, and then I'll pop these guys out. And they appear to be doing their thing too. Yeah, staying in place. Okay. Oh, I actually skipped over one, I think. Or did I not even get to it yet? No, I didn't even get to it yet. We'll start off tomorrow. That's, was it 48 minutes? I'm going to go ahead and, there's 2 more books I'm going to be making. I'm going to go ahead and do that. That way I can start off. That'll be a solid 2 pages done today, so be a good stopping point, I'd say. So let's put that guy up and grab. I say grab. Oh, get a hold of those. Say there. It's evidently a music book. They made them extra long, so these are going to be some thick boy books. Here's our covers and a flower book. Okay. Just like on the first one, go down. After years of trying to crease them flip-flop, I finally figured out once the crease is in there, like I said, I mentioned earlier, it'll bend on that crease, so you don't have to really go back and forth like I used to do. I don't know if it's been years yet or not. It's been a year. I can't remember when did I first start doing the dollhouse builds. For a long time, I was just doing the marble runs and whatnot, which still fun to do. Mix and match of buildings stuff. I think that this is definitely going to be the longest page-wise book that I've ever tried to put together, I think. I'm having a wild idea in my head, so I'll see how that goes if I follow through on it. And since this, all right. So I'm going here. Yeah, it's definitely the most pages I've ever put together in one of these. And definitely just missed that crease terribly. Okay. Now here, all that is supposed to fit into this cover. Let's see how that goes. Okay, got our cover in place. Now you're supposed to go in. Okay, yeah, that does actually. It's not terrible. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Alright. Now here's the wild idea I was having. Take the old B7000 and try and hit a dot between every page. And that didn't work. So well, it did, but it was, but I gotta be more. The springiness is fighting me. Okay, so, okay, that one's done. Just gotta figure out the rhythm here. Okay, so those guys are in place, and then that's the outside. So I'm gonna be down there binding, and actually leave you in there. Ooh, I just noticed my battery symbol had gone to not full anymore, so hopefully if I cut out, I'll come back and finish this one up. That's like another big book of flowers. See, now I'm running the risk of trying to rush because that battery, like, ow, gotta stay. I think one of my batteries is not as healthy as the other ones because it seems like this one always dies faster. Hasn't turned red yet. Oh, maybe we'll get done with this without having to cut to another. There you go on that one. And that one. Okay. Yeah, got a little greedy there at the end. I think got a little crooked. Okay. All Right. Oh. Like that. Okay. Similar thing. Let's see if I can learn from the last one. Maybe not. Okay. It just turned red. That usually means it's about to die, so I'll be right back and we'll wrap this last little bit up. Okay, got them glued together and okay, so I want to glue down through here. And that's right side up, and pop y'all in there. And clamp it back down. Okay, I am going to call it quits on that note, but let's pop this one. It's been in here a few minutes. Let's see. Yeah, got us a little music book that you can flip through. Alright, so that's cool. Yeah. I'm assuming it's going to be sitting on a table like that so you can sort of see into it. As will that one whenever I decide to unleash it from its clamp. But we've got a pretty good progress made yet again. I'm getting the tray of tiny pieces is getting fuller. That means definitely making progress. I think, and honestly, these things they're looking pretty good this time around. I might be have enough practice in this where it's not, just a train wreck every single time. Maybe that's a disappointment to some people if you come to watch the train wreck. But yeah, I'm pleased with our result. And, and our flower box and our little oven stove, whatever that is. But yeah, and our big book of flowers. All right, but I'm gonna call that a day. Thanks for watching, everybody. Like, subscribe, comment, complain, share. Do whatever you want to with all that. Be good to one another. Stay safe. And I'll see you next time. Bye.